That's the opening. I'm not even gonna change that. Fuck that.
Fuck the editing. Fuck the intro. Fuck the thumbnail. Straight to that. First thing you hear is a burp.
Well, speaking of burps, there's a whole bunch of braps out tonight, aren't there?
A whole bunch of what?
Little brap machines and ricers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a couple of them didn't really look ricers. A couple of them actually looked pretty clean.
I don't know if that. That's what it was. It's a friggin' Jetta. I don't know why I said. Why'd you let me say Passat? Now I feel like an idiot.
Because I don't know German vehicles. I don't like German.
You don't know VWs? They're like the cheapest. I'm gonna break this bitch tonight car ever.
Yeah, and they're going to break tonight. That's the thing. I don't fuck with
Got a fly going?
Huh?
What's that little slap you did there?
Let's fucking watch it. Oh, so.
I ain't got nothing nowhere near that fancy.
Well,
I got a rubber band.
Well, no, my buddy had it was brand, well, he was trying to sell a phone. It was a Galaxy Note 10 or Note 20.
Oh, shit.
Something like that for like $600. And it came with the Earbuds Pro glasses out of the way. And the Samsung Galaxy smartwatch.
I think that'll actually work.
Blah, blah, blah. Right?
Yeah.
So, I was like, hey man, you know, I don't really want the phone. I don't need the phone. What the fuck am I doing with the phone, right? So I was like, yo, you want to sell the watch and the earbuds? Let me know. I got it. I'll buy those.
Is all this shit coming out of his truck?
Probably.
Police
That's like
reported ahead.
the fifth thing I've fucking seen fly out of the back of that military lineup.
Oh shit, yeah, got it.
Yeah, let's not fuck with him. So yeah, no, you can still see you. What's it?
Because I got a white ass face. I have no melanin, bro. I'm Irish.
You really are. I mean, that don't help not. But this phone.
You know why the fucking Irish don't care if I make fun of them? Either they're too fucking drunk or they're not fucking pussies.
Remember, we're not trying to get the video removed this time. We gotta be babies about it.
COVID is real. And it is so.
You know.
Oh no, last time we said COVID was bad and they demonetized the videos.
Well, no, they said we had false statistics.
What we didn't is.
See,
it came from the CDC and the FDA.
Don't say that. Don't say that, because now we're not going to post video.
Yes, we will.
No, we won't.
Yes, we will.
Look,
Post it,
YouTube,
find out.
That is not our anything. That's just shit we read. I'll do the fact checking later.
From the FDA and the CDC.
Anyways.
Anyways.
You know, my therapist was like, so you want to get your vaccine shot? I was like, no. She was like, why? I was like, where do you want me to park my truck? Oh, well, I mean, there's plenty of parking in the yard. I was like, I drive a semi, sweetheart.
What'd she say to that?
She was like, oh, that's right, you do drive a truck. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Where do you want me to park it? There ain't no hole wide enough. You know, the bottle is just gone.
Oh, so, look.
What is it? It's not traffic.
My fucking, there's a lot of people in the military that need to go back and learn some American history and learn more about the Constitution.
Well, hey.
What?
I'm not big enough to be able to pull that out of my ass. Talk about some basic shit.
I'm not talking about basic shit.
What do you mean, talk about the Constitution?
So we had a class on extremism Thursday.
I mean, you had one of them stupid, hey guys, let's go sit through this full safety brief.
And so they did the oath of enlistment, right? You raise your right hand, I repeat after me. I state your name, and I, you know, blah, blah, blah. You solemnly swear.
You know how long it's been since I did that?
Yeah, you know this, you know it, right? Like
I know the spiel.
Yeah. So they practiced it, and they asked the person who did it. I'm not gonna say no names, no rank, no nothing, because privacy, and I don't want nobody to get in trouble or think I'm talking crap about things. So I'm not, like, you know, he could have been probably a real cool guy, and, you know, he just needs to do a little bit more research.
What is the army says it's all based on perception?
Yeah. But they said, so when you swear your oath, who do you work for? Like, who do you follow order? Like, who do you follow? Like what is your fucking, you know, what do you uphold? What are you defending? And they said the president.
Nah, bitch, my Constitution.
Yeah. won't say that.
Sure.
The
I get the chain of
Constitution-
command. The president is the commander-in-chief. That will never change. No matter who the president is, how much you like him, he's your boss. Every job's different. I hate my boss, but what am I going to do about it? I need a job, so I'm going to work it until I can start our business. Now,
But of course, the whole entire room was like, "Oh no, like you could, like most everybody in the room knew, like you swore to uphold and defend the Constitution.
Yeah.
Not the people in office.
we're here to fight for the rights, not for an empowerment.
But that, like, I always tell people, like, you know, there's a I'm not gonna say majority of military, but there's a lot of people in the military
Misguided.
that are misguided and they don't know what they're defending.
What is up with all this traffic
I
tonight?
know, but this Nissan is on my butt.
Been on your ass.
I know they've been on my ass.
That's the same one that was on your ass earlier. I want to hear it, Papa. Get daddy.
Maybe.
Don't scare. What the fuck is up with all this shit on the ground today?
But people just don't realize if shit hits the fan in America, I pray to God it does.
Man,
But if it does,
You know-
people they're gonna blindly follow orders, and it's very upsetting
look. And I'm not gonna. This is my personal opinion, so don't get your panties in a twist. The way I see it, that term domestic in our swearing, I think it's coming a lot sooner than people think, and they just refuse to see it because of actions that
Police
I've seen
reported ahead.
recently. I know the police have been reported ahead. Fuck, they're everywhere. Look at that big ass traffic jam last night or earlier today. Apparently, we're just gonna run into it again.
Well, I'm kind of staying back.
Yeah, it's all of that's a matter of how you see it and your interpretation. Again, don't go fact checking my ass because there ain't nothing to fact check.
It's a personal opinion.
I was there for that 7 fucking years.
Y'all,
You know, fact check. Don't fact check somebody who lived it.
and then you know, like, cause I don't know, man. It just made me really. It makes me really think. Like there's a lot of people who don't know the
Watch out,
Constitution.
vehicle stopped on shoulder
They
ahead.
really,
They're not required
they
to.
don't know the Constitution. But the problem is that the government is taking people's rights away. The Patriot Act, for example, completely violates the Fourth Amendment, by the way. Like, no Fourth Amendment whatsoever. Like, it's a direct violation of the Fourth Amendment. The fact that they even got passed.
You want to hear my
It was
opinion
passed,
on that?
what, 9/11?
No.
That's why it was passed, was 9/11.
I know. I'm not that. So, and this again, YouTube, it's my own personal opinion. I'm not saying anything that needs to be fact checked. It's just how I feel about things. I see it as all of these movements that got started within the last couple of years are movements that got started by, you know, and sure, it got started by us, the people, but who fed these ideas to the people? Media. You know, who's controlled by media, right? So, look at it this way. What do they want to take from us?
All right.
And how are they going to do it? They can only do it if we willingly let them. So if they pit us against one another as a nation, we fall apart. The moment one group wins the loss of rights of someone else, well, we just consented.
Well, the thing is, though, is that you have the silent majority, and then you have the loud minority. You have the people who are the loudest are the few. And then eventually what's going to happen is the silent majority isn't going to take it anymore, and that's when shit's going to pop off.
It's already been,
It's already starting to pop off.
it's faded. There's
Because-
nothing we can do about that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, every country has its ups and downs. Britain had plenty of them. Rome had plenty of them. We're kind of actually due for one. America's 247 years old. Don't fact check me. I'm not good at math. How old is America? 1776. 2001. Math. I don't know. Look, America's 200 years old.
18, 19, 20. What does 1775 establish?
What is 1775 established? Like,
When did Americans become Americans? What happened in 1775?
Oh, the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution was technically written July
What
3rd.
happened? And what year do we celebrate?
Independence Day, baby.
All right, I'll do the math from there.
Oh, I'm not good at math, bro. I need a calculator.
We're pushing 400.
How old is America?
244 years old.
200. I was closer than you.
The founding fathers sealed the Declaration.
Wait, no, I want to hear that
Jets
part.
on road ahead.
Wait, did it say sealed the Declaration?
I don't know.
Because if it said sealed the Declaration, I'm confused.
Hold on. How old is America?
243 years old. According to World Population Review, the United States of America was founded in 17...
That's a whole different answer. Whatever. It's
See?
44 years old. You know, it is what it is. America is. A lot of countries go through. So basically, the statement is true. Bad times create good men. Good men create good times.
Oh, yeah, but
Good times create bad men.
That just goes on to the cycle of life.
And what you got to do is you got to make sure the bad men get kept in check. And honestly, if we catch it sooner than later, America will still live on even after Civil War, Revolutionary War, Part 2. It will still be here.
Oh, are we
Okay?
making sequels in this bitch?
That's probably what's going to happen.
I mean, I can see it.
I don't think any other countries are still going to try to fuck with us.
Hashinage.
We have a lot of, the reason why China said they would never invade America is because there's an American behind every blade of grass with a gun.
Isn't that what everybody says?
Yeah, pretty much. But, America's not a good country to me. Back in the Civil War, Britain actually tried helping the Confederate States of America. Because what they were thinking, if the Confederate States win, they'll be so weak that it'll be easier to take over. They can take over America again.
No, there's a lot of shit that happened in that time.
People don't see it. We've been at war with the Middle East since the 1800s. You know why? Because during the Arabian slave trade, the biggest way they would get their slaves, they'd go capture ships.
Hey.
What?
That's a touchy subject nowadays.
The Arabian slave trade?
Anything, because remember,
Look, it's factual history.
yes,
The reason why I know a lot about the Arabian slave trade is because a lot of my ancestors were captured and sold into slavery in the thing I just said, the Arabian slave trade. My ancestors were a part of that. The Irish.
Did you take your senile meds?
No, I did not. I didn't take my dementia meds either.
Well, neither did I. This would be a fun ride.
I also didn't take my schizo meds. Is that a dragon? That wasn't funny.
Puff, where you been?
But shit.
Kids, you don't need to get that reference. What happened to that? Did that just die after our younger years?
Watch out, vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
Don't you tell me what to do, you little shitbox Chevy.
Hey, I will stop this truck, boy. I will pull over and stop this damn truck. Y'all stop it right in traffic. Get hit by the
What are you
truck.
gonna do? You gonna spank me, daddy?
Don't say it like that ever again. And if you do, I will. I'm gonna have to. That vehicle's definitely stopped on the shoulder. I don't know, bro.
It's probably abandoned.
How many times I drove through fucking town and seen cars with stickers.
I tell you what, y'all. If y'all want to truly go do some car shopping, the side of the road. How many days is it after it's considered?
30?
Yeah.
It's a month. I think that's when they put the stickers on. It's after a month.
Go get you a free car.
Once those stickers get put on there, then the state comes and gets them. And then they get auctioned off.
Yeah, so just beat the process.
It depends on the state, though. Like, state law indicates a lot of it. And I'm going to get over so they can pass me. So, and this other car that's now behind me got over so they can pass everybody. And now they're probably mad at me for getting over. But,
Oh,
hey,
fuck them. Where are they gonna go? Bob and weave?
I mean, that's
They
what
are.
happened to me earlier with this guy in this fucking Mercedes. He almost hit me. I'm like, do it. I'm in a fucking $2,000 truck.
Hey.
You're in a $60,000 car.
Are you gonna?
Play that fucking game.
Hey, cuz, you gonna push that caddy?
I guess. Let's get on people just drive like assholes, dude. And like sometimes I can get it. You know, if a car's sitting in the left lane and the right lane's wide open, they're going like speed limit. Yeah, get the fuck out the way. Because you're a problem. And then people gotta do shit like that. It's a
It
problem.
really becomes a problem when I'm on the highway in the rig, and you know I'm governed, right? So if I'm having to pass you on a 70, you should probably get off the highway.
Oh yeah. Oh, some of the shit I want to talk about on here, but not on the phone. So we went to the field, right? We get there Monday.
Don't incriminate yourself.
I didn't do nothing illegal. Yeah. I'm not going to do anything illegal, YouTube. Shit. Or am I? No. Or
He drives a shit box. What's he gonna get away with?
got a goddamn thing. People were like, man, you know, if the cops, I'll run from the cops, bro. I swear to God, I'm gonna run from the cops. Or, and to make it fair, man, I don't give a shit. I'll run from the goddamn police. You know, people say that shit, and I'm like, bro, you drive a fucking Ford Ranger. How are you running?
I know that truck.
Your speed limiter is at like 100. Most intersectors get up to 130 in a good minute. It takes about a minute. And you're not getting away. Don't
I don't even need to.
stupid.
The moment the lights come on, you're gonna bitch out.
Exactly. But if you're in like a Lamborghini or you're in a souped up car that can
If you don't
push
at least
over
try.
130. So I know a lot of the cop cars in Clarksville or like, in the state of Tennessee, period, are usually governed at about
Hey.
130.
Can't be speaking up operations like that.
Well, here's some tragic news. There's some tragic news in the world today.
Kid tried to do 131, shot a rod.
Pow! Oh no! This is my dad's Civic. Oh, I would kill my kid.
Oh, boy.
Bracken would be dead. Oh, you son of a bitch! Dad, I was making the car shoot flames, and then a bunch of oil came out, and your car's on fire. I'd be like,
They went from
boy,
shooting flames to being flames, Dad.
I'm like, boy, you better call the cops on yourself, because if I get you,
Just lift that bitch to the department. I'll pay for the tow back. You have a good night.
But no, so we get to the field, right? The first day there, 3-4 trucks got stuck. So it rained the week prior. Field. Matt V got so stuck they had to winch it out for the record. That bad. The truck I was in got stuck. So I had to hop in and get it out. And then there was another truck that got stuck that I tried getting out. People were like, no, you can't do it like that. It's not gonna work. I'm like, you know what? Dude, I used to go mudding in my Suburban when the four-wheel drive didn't work. So all I had was two-wheel drive. And there was like a couple times I got stuck and I had to get myself unstuck. Well, that's besides the point.
Bitch, I've used a bottleneck jack and a rope. Let me go ahead, say something.
And then we get out. So we had to move field sites. We go from that field site to another field site. And then I think out of the whole battalion, probably about 10, 12 trucks got stuck. And then I'm happy they did this. Like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. We left before the thunderstorms. The day of the thunderstorms. Like that, like fucking.
You talking about that psycho shit that came down?
Yeah,
Yeah, my ass was driving through that.
because we were supposed to stay till today, and I literally I preached it. I was like, look, if we're here during these fucking thunderstorms, we ain't leaving. Because like, oh yeah, no, we have to be out of here by like 1 o'clock
You might
Friday
as well
afternoon.
extend that.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
your
range
range
control
guys.
says we have to be out of here by 1300, 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's nice.
And I'm like, that won't happen. It's gonna be so muddy. Soldiers are going, we can't do anything Thursday because it's supposed to be hailing and tornadoes. Tornadoes. And where are we gonna go, in the field of unexploded ordnances? No.
On a side note, did you hear about them soldiers that drowned?
Where?
I don't know. I had this news article pop up earlier, and I think it was a CNN article or something. A bunch of
Actually, factual.
shut up. Fake news. No, it said they tried to get out, but ended up losing their lives. They were trying to. I don't know why it said they tried to use something. It's like 9 soldiers had to use this, but moral of the story is they dead now.
What were they in that 1088?
I don't know. I didn't read the article. I just read the clipping. That's all. I get these little alerts that pop down on my phone. Oh, you know me. I'm Snoopy, bitch.
So I remember when I was in AIT, there was we learned about it actually happened while I was in the reserves. In LMTV in Texas, they tried to ford this crossing, and the truck tipped over and they all drowned. I went to AIT, our platoon sergeant, she like stressed it. If that water's moving, do not drive it.
Watch out, vehicle
It don't
stopped
matter
on
if it's
shoulder ahead.
2 inches or 2 feet. That shit can tip that damn truck.
I like how he almost swerved into the lane, and that at the right time was like, "Watch out, vehicle!" I'm like, "Yeah, nah, shit."
Appreciate it.
Why you got flip-flop motion in your dash? What are you watching, cuz?
Watching TV.
Grandpa? He's watching his soaps. But I saw the flash. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
You know, I've learned a lot of shit over these past years. Like, honestly, I feel like if for some miracle of God I made on the Joe Rogan Experiences podcast, I feel like if I told my whole life story, I don't know, people probably wouldn't really care. I'm just a random ass dude. But he could probably be like, bro, that's fucking wild. I mean, I've already had like a bunch of people tell me, bro, you should make a TV show after your life, but it's just hectic. Like 100%. But like all the shit I've been through, you know, I don't know if I made the quote or if it was already there, but I've never seen it. Basically, it's like if you look at life as a whole, like just in general, look at the whole entire life, it sucks. It really does. A lot of shit, and it sucks, and you wonder why don't you even try? Like trash.
You don't
But-
try with shit that I've done.
Exactly. But if you actually look into your life and look at all the good things, it makes it worth it. Life is actually pretty damn good. If you look, you just gotta look at the small things, dude. Like it can be anything. Watching your kid being born, seeing your kid smile for the first time, watching them walk. It could be, oh man, you know, I did my first oil change.
I don't even remember my first oil change. I remember the worst oil change I ever did.
Oh, I got a story for that one. The worst oil change I ever did was on a 04 Audi A4.
Oh, that's trustworthy.
Fuck. It's an Audi A4. And my buddy's like, hey, you might help me change my oil. I was like, yeah, not a problem, bro. I got you. So I'm like trying to get this oil filter off. I'm like, dude, this shit's really on here. When was the last time you changed the oil? Just over a year ago.
Is that a Camel, bro? Or a Vet? That's a Vet.
Is that a C8 vet? No, I don't think so. It's
That's an
not.
older one.
It's a C7. That's car sexy as that.
Where are you going, rich one? Can I be your kid?
Man, like all the shit I'm doing, like today, for instance, I got my 5.7 back. To me, it was a great thing, you know. It's an expensive pistol. It's a really nice pistol used around the world. But if you look back in July, one of my friends took his own life.
Hey,
I'm not going into detail.
why am I doing like a good, wholesome? Let's talk about some fun shit.
Well, we're talking about life, dude.
Alright, We don't need people shooting themselves.
I don't want nobody shooting themselves.
We
but
pour
like-
our life stories out there. Somebody's gonna be like, oh, damn.
Well, maybe they'll look at it and be like, maybe my life really ain't that bad.
I mean, you know, on that note, there's always somebody out there having a shittier time to me. I ain't no meth house, but I know people that is.
But sometimes, you know, it all depends on the person. Some people can't handle small shit. Like to us, it's like you know, to us it's like, yeah, whatever, that is what it is. I don't give a fuck. Everybody else, fucking care. Wait, what exit we getting off at?
What exit do you want to get off at?
I don't know. Where do
You get
where we going?
411 back there, up there.
We gotta get your car.
Nah, I'm always on the phone.
Okay.
I'm gonna just have him bring it over, depending on if we go get the truck. You know, on a side note, not gonna name names, but a mutual friend of ours happens to drive a Ford, like me, not a little one, the blue one, perchance. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know that whole situation.
I smell what you're stepping in.
All right, so side note to that, he asked me, right, if he could just park his truck up at my house.
Yeah.
Because he's going to go back to drive it again. Now you know me.
For Swift.
Shh. I can't talk about other cars.
But I can. Swift sucks.
However,
Shittiest drivers.
I plan on having our company be the fucking top.
Swift Dave Schneider. Ass. Both.
Well, you know Swift's not Swift anymore.
It's not?
No, Swift is owned by Nike now. Why do you think Swift fell off the fucking map? You don't never hear nothing about that no more.
I see all their fucking trucks everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Swift's clearing up their act. I'll give them credit.
But you were saying.
So, yeah, no, he wants to park over at your house. So I'm like, you know. If your fucking husband comes up in my yard, you're going to have a body to explain.
Yeah.
Like, I told him, like, I don't have any problem, like, helping you out, man. But, like, y'all's two falling out. Figure that shit out before you come this way. You know, his husband took his money, his fucking.
Oh yeah, he did tell me about that. And he was like, "What do I need to do to get some of my friends to go rough somebody up?" I'm like, "You need to take his ass to court for that."
Yeah, just get your money back. He'll go under, probably can't afford it, go to jail, whatever.
Whatever. Okay, hello, high brights,
Fucking for real.
You're whipping it in a GMC Yukon. You are not cool, bro. Okay, I have a Camaro.
Oh, one of them pissed one of them off.
Can't fit that gap. Plus you're a V6.
Hit it!
Fit that gap.
Hit it, cut! Hit. Well, the Ford was like, oh, no, I see that shit.
Fuck it.
They're either one is chasing the other.
Look, see, I'm good either way. You know why? What people? What about the AK guy? What about Demolition Ranch?
This isn't a specified gun channel. Cuz.
Let's just say I got
By
something
the way, YouTube, it is legal actually.
very legal in the state.
And he only just got his back.
The
So
armed fisherman.
give my man some credit. He just got his shit back. Congratulations.
Thank you. Let's just say I got one that'll go
Watch
through
out.
you and your
Vehicle
armor,
stopped
and I have
on shoulder
one
ahead.
that won't go through you, but will put a hole in you.
Somebody fucked around, found out.
Are you worth? Are you worth how much money this weapon will take to?
I want to come down here and try this place, but everybody says it's shit.
O'Connor's?
Yeah.
It's a bar. It's like a damn near a club.
Well,
It's not really.
I just want to come down here for the volleyball because I'm a volleyball dude. That might sound.
Ooh, the police. Where? Up there.
You want to turn your fucking light off?
No, they're doing something.
Oh, what the hell? Is that a traffic stop?
Don't
No,
know.
that's a damn semi in the ditch. Ha! You went somewhere you wasn't supposed to be, bitch.
Looks like a vent problem.
Speaking of, totally random note. So the other night, I got down to Muscle Shoals where I was delivering. Element 13, right? And the parking lot's big. I'll show you the picture later. So this dude on a op, right? And like, so you have, parking lot's pretty wide. You come in, you do a UE, you park. Well, dude did like half of that. Pulled a UE, took up like 9 fucking spots, and just fucking sat there.
Fucking
So I got out because I wanted to park up on the hill. I didn't want to park in the back lot because it rained. It was washed out. And I had an ingot. He had a drive-in. At least his afloat. So I asked the guy. I was like, "Hey man, would you move?" And he was like, "Nah man, there's plenty of spots." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not parking down in the mud hole. You gonna pull me out in the morning?" He's like, "Nah, man, there's plenty of parking." I'm like, "I know, and a retard's half of it." He looked at me. He's like, "What were you saying?" I'm like, "Nah, you heard me. I spoke right, bitch."
Did I stutter?
And he was like, "You want to start something?" I was like, "Look at how many of us are in the parking lot. And look at how many of you are in the parking lot. You're an independent. My company's got my back, especially considering there's 5 stars out here." What's the star mean? I was like, "Take a gander." Took a gander, saw the Army thing. He's like, "Oh, so you think your Army friends are going to fight you back?" I was like, "You know what? I know for a fact."
Give me 2 minutes, I'll be back.
I ain't even got to do that. One of them was just looking. He just wanted it. Because I'd come up over the radio and ask the guy, and I guess he'd heard. Like, how dumb you gotta be taking up a whole damn parking spot, man? Not a parking spot, sorry. It ain't a car. It's 70 foot long. You taking up 70 foot of parking spaces for guys like me that probably out of time. I wasn't. I had like 3 hours. I ain't gonna lie, I could have waited. But I'm impatient. I wanted to sleep. Because in the driving world, sleep is key. Ask my man. He rode with me.
Yeah, the one night I said to take my muscle relaxers because my back.
Dude was out. I was bebopping through all kinds of shit.
I was so out. I accidentally pushed my vape off the top bunk and hit him.
Oh my god. I don't know. Forgot all about that. Nah. I just remember laying there and all of a sudden just look. I was like, oh shit. Nah.
And my ass is.
I wasn't even mad though, because I've done the same shit.
It is what it is.
It happens.
I got some good news, bro.
I'm not concussed.
So you know how, streaming a little bit more on Twitch and shit.
Yeah.
So I actually started getting a couple viewers. I kind of changed, after I ended that stream, I had a viewer, right? So I said, hey, I'm gonna go hop on another game with jump with my friend and party with some of my friends. Like I'll play this PlayStation party. I'm gonna jump on the party with friends. We're gonna play some 2K. If you wanna watch, for free. If you don't want to, it is what it is. I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for no money. I don't get paid for it. I just do it because why not? It's fun, and then I can get highlights if I want to show to my friends.
I know you couch watching weirdos with your game systems not wanting to play.
Well, no, that's the cool part. And I called it 2K with sus commentary.
Oh god.
And boy, some of the conversations, and once people started watching it, I was like, hey, it'd pop up and say, hey, somebody's watching your shit. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, I was like, hey, don't watch for the gameplay, watch for the conversations. I suck at video games, but shit's funny as hell. And I actually did pretty good in that round of 2K I was playing, right?
I don't like watching sweats, dude.
I understand it. You're good at the game. You want to be competitive, but then when you do,
What happens to real sweats
or
trick
one
shotters?